This quote comes from Bedros Coolio. If you Coolio is it? Bedros anyway. If you look up Bedros for a podcast, this is a proper podcast. Now, don't listen to it if you're easily offended because he has some strong opinions and he's all about men being men. And in some regards, I think we've gone away from that a little bit in society. And so I like listening to alpha fucking males about men being men. And he basically says about if you come to me and you're fat, you don't have my respect because you're not a man. You're not a man people look up to. And he said, what happens if it kicks off in a restaurant and it does happen? You're not a man who can help me. You're not a man who can defend people. And I'm like, fuck yeah, come on, where's the weights? Give me some weights. And I'm like, right, I've got to go boxing. I need to go boxing. And he inspires me. Whether you agree or not, he inspires people. He inspired me because now I started boxing. I started boxing just because of what he says, because I want to be a man. And I'm sorry, I'm going to be careful. I want to be a man who can defend my family. And I'm not saying that you're not a man if you can't defend your family. I can't fucking defend my family right now, but I will be able to. In a year's time, I'll be able to put up a great fight. And I'll be so happy that I started now. And so this guy, he also says something about your workouts. If you're working out at night, then I don't think he says you're not a man. But if you're working out at night, then you're a failure or something like that, because unless it's your second workout, because your first workout should be as soon as you get up. And if you aren't getting up early, then you're not, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what he says in his terminology, but he's bloody good. He really, really is. And he's a very, very successful man. And it's not all about rah, 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 macho, macho, macho. There's other things in there as well. And I absolutely love it. Every single week his podcast comes out, I'm like, go listen to this, go listen to this. And yeah, it's really good. And it's about, he talks about attracting the right person for you and you attracting the right person, your energy, and he's really good. Anyway, back to the quote of the day. The quote of the day was talking about businesses, and this is just something to think about, and it's a sobering thought. 80% of businesses fail. And I thought, shit, if you're going into business, 80% of you will fail. That is so sobering. That is really sobering. So I just wanted to leave that with you because I thought it was very, 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 very interesting. And it's not the fact I didn't know the stats. Of course I did. But when he said it, it just made me think. And I was like, wow, 80% of businesses fail. That's incredible and that's scary. Anyway, if you are a bloke and you're listening to this podcast, I would 100% go and check it out because you might not agree with everything he says. I don't agree with if you're working out at an evening, then you're doing it wrong because it should be your first workout and you shouldn't hit the snooze button. I don't agree with everything, but it certainly inspires me to be a better version of myself. And that's what it's all about. You don't have to agree with everything someone says to take a little bit of advice from them. And I certainly feel like I'm a better man, a better version of me because I listened to that podcast. And so check it out. He is awesome. It is awesome. I'll speak to you soon. Love you. I appreciate you. Have a wicked Sunday.